All right, so let's talk about your home selling options. My name is Gerald Enriquez, and I'm a real estate investor as well as a realtor here in the DFW Metroplex. Your options on selling your house is going to be pretty much determined by your objectives, what it is you want. And there's a lot of different ways you can structure these transactions. Now, the first and foremost that a lot of people that you're seeing a lot right now is the people that want to buy your house all cash. Now, buying all cash doesn't necessarily mean bringing cash and suitcase full of cash. That just means that the purchase is not dependent upon financing. All right, now those may benefit people that are in either a distress situation or the house itself is in distress, in which they don't want to deal with anybody, they just want to get rid of it. Now, keep in mind, all of these have its pros and cons, all right? So cash buyer, cash investor is one option, all right? Now, the other option people might want to do is they want to sell it on their own, typically known as a for sale by owner. If you've done that, you've already known the process, that could benefit you in a way that you can save a lot of money on your listing. However, it depends on the buyer, if they have an agent, if they want that agent to be paid, or if the agent works with you. But keep in mind, it's going to be dependent upon you if you're for sale by owner. So you can save some money on a listing, you might have to negotiate something if the buyer has an agent that's bringing them to you, or him or her to you. But then again, you could also sell it to a friend or family member, and you really don't need that agent unless they want one. Then that's going to be up to them to pay that agent. All right, most likely in that kind of situation, what you'll need is a title attorney to push the title work through, make sure they're conveying the property from you to the buyer. All right, and it's properly recorded. You make sure you do that. You don't want to get caught up with a piece of property you can't sell later. Well, the buyer doesn't want to end up with a property they can't convey later. All right, now the one that most people use is a real estate agent, realtor, and put it on the MLS. Now the advantage for that, it does get put on the MLS and it gets syndicated everywhere, all the real estate websites. And anybody that's doing a search for a property, if your property fits that criteria, it should pop up in front of them in the sequence. So you'll get the exposure off of that. However, the drawback is it might be a little bit more than what you want to pay, depending on your agreement with the brokerage. Now, keep in mind, those real estate fees, the commission fees, they're not set in stone. There's nothing said that they're standard. They are always and always have been negotiable. You'll hear a standard of 6%. Well, okay, it may be normal, but it's not required. However, because of that, you have to understand when you list a property on the MLS with an agent, it's advertised on the MLS agent or the MLS to the buying agent. Okay, this is how much you're going to get paid if you bring a buyer. So if you say I'm only going to pay $500, they're not. Your house is not going to be at the top of their priority to show their client. So I know it's not right, but that's what they do as people. Think about it. If you had a client that you're trying to sell them something, and you got three people, two of them are going to pay you 3% of a $100,000 house, and one person going to pay you $500, and you got to show them all three houses. Which one are you going to show them first? Which one are you going to show them last? Is it right? No. But does it happen? It shouldn't happen, but I guarantee it happens. Now this gets more in depth because in all these areas you can still create different types of transactions as far as owner financing or wraparound mortgage or subject to. These are different types of transactions that most people are not aware of. But all right, so if you got a situation you're not sure which way to go, feel free to call me and or send me an email. My contact information should be on this page. Or simply just drop your question down in the comment section, and that way you might be able to benefit a lot of other people who have that same question as you do. Also, I'll be making more videos to cover those other things such as owner financing, wraparound mortgage, selling to a friend or a family member in cash. I will make a lot of those other videos and put them on here, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and you should be notified and get some information. I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, hold on, one more thing. I just really want to mention this. You may encounter some people that are going to be talking bad about real estate investors. You may encounter people that are going to be talking bad about real estate agents. And then you can probably have those people that you can do it all yourselves. All right, you got to remember one thing. you have an objective, you have something you want to accomplish, you need to stay focused on that. And then so when you explore your options, you need to work with somebody that's going to help you accomplish your objective, your priorities. Don't let them sway you away. Of course, they may offer you different options than you may not have thought about, but in the end, it's going to be your choice. So make sure that you work with somebody that you can know and trust, because it's not the tag, it's not the realtor or real estate agent or the real estate investor that makes them bad. All right, it's the person. Again, know and trust the person you're going to be working with, and make sure they're working with you to accomplish your objective and your priorities. All right, not all the situations are going to be the same. You may be better fit for a real estate agent, you may be a better fit for an investor. Make sure you check the other videos around and share this video if you know somebody could use it. Take care and have a blessed day.